Good morning, traders. Chris here from Elite Currency with an update on the euro dollar and pound dollar. If you're interested in checking out and seeing more videos from Nedit and myself, I recommend the FXDD YouTube channel, subscribing there to see all of our webinars that are uploaded and also video analysis that we add regularly. All right, this is the euro dollar, and at the moment there is a bearish breakout. As you can see, the SWAT indicator is already showing that, and the price has moved already from that zone a little bit lower. That breakout taking place here around 111.80ish, and price moving down further. I think there could be more space for a fall due to the fact that, well, first of all, the momentum is down. There's red SWAT candles, but also the HMA is down. So I think that this could be a retracement for more downside. And if I look at the zone that I had in mind was around 111 based on the previous left shoulder, if it is a head and shoulders pattern, perhaps inverted one, although yeah, it's looking not as pretty as it could have been if it would have been a little bit earlier in time, but also the 61.8 fib. So I think there's still more space to fall. Price is at the 50 fib, but I think it could be just a pause for the moment for a dip further down to this 111 zone for the moment. And maybe even more than that, but that could be a spot where price bounces though, and I want to be careful of that. If it does break further, then the next level would be 107.50, then 110.75, excuse me, and then 110.50, the 88.6 fibs. All of these could be bouncing spots for the moment because I think that price is basically was building a flag but failed to break on time. Then if it takes too long, it basically the odds of a breakout diminish and the odds of a retracement increase. All in all, though, this is still bullish momentum. So this is still a retracement. So that's why I think that a rebound at one of these levels could take place. And personally, if I see a bounce here, then I will move my trail stop loss of the short trades that I have to reduce the risk by trail stopping the fractals. So if I see a bounce, wherever the bounce takes place, here, here, or here, then there most likely will still be a pullback before continuation, most likely. And I'll take that bounce basically and use that to shield the short trade idea. And then I have a better moment when to exit, and when I know that a better moment when I know that price might be making a bigger upside. For the moment, I don't know. It could be a downtrend. Who knows how far this pushes lower? But if I see upside, pullback, and then a break above the high, that's a pretty solid evidence that price will probably make that wave C. I still think, though, it is likely to make ABC. So that's my tactic for the moment. All right, regarding higher time frames, bearish candle yesterday too, just like before. And as you can see here, the bears were certainly showing rejection. Then the bulls took over control, but didn't have enough time to push it through. And this bearish candle, I think, sealed the deal basically for more downside. And that's what we got. And I think that a follow through is likely at this moment based on that. Weekly candle is still bullish. So that could be another reason why 111 might be the main level to think about. Because also of this zone right in here, a lot of wicks, the candle close, look at that. Wicks, lows, candle closes, candle opens, previous candle low of the weekly chart. So that could be a main level. So all in all, when looking at this time frame, I think that this is probably going to be an ABC zigzag for the moment, retracement continuation. This could be a bouncing spot, pull back, and then a follow through here, flag and continuation up to 113.50, 114. That's what I expect, which could be a bouncing spot again because of the previous resistances. So this, for the moment, I think is the path of least resistance. And I think that at this zone, there could be a bearish reaction again of some type. I don't know, bull flag, triangle, or maybe more momentum. We'll have to see at that time. If it breaks through, obviously, if there are bearish candles continuing to push lower like that, well, then obviously the downtrend might be back in play. And if it does like this, then obviously price might go to 110. And if I continue to see bearish candles on the daily chart like that, then maybe we won't get the ABC zigzag, right? So to the upside. And in that case, 110, maybe even further down to 109, 108 could be on the table. So that's the daily candles will also be important for me to analyze whether there's going to be a bounce or breakout. All right, pound dollar is making a substantial correction, and that's not so surprising considering the fact that it reached a very key level near 120. 120, obviously a psychological level, and is a very important zone for support. So I'm not surprised that price made a strong bounce to 121. That price has responded there with more time. It just cannot break that quickly unless there is some mega big event, which hasn't happened as yet. It's August, so of course it could break. I'm not saying that 120 will never break. It's just that unlikely to break in the very first attempt. And some larger reaction is likely at 120. So that's what we already got. But I think that there could be a bigger reaction, actually, because if looking at the 1 hour chart, this looks like momentum. This now starts to look like some channel. And if it does break again above the 21 EMA, if it does break above the 144, there could be like this, an A, B, C correction. And that could take price up to 122 perhaps. Here we go, minus 61.8 target at 121.60. But it could go even to 122, I think. Then, of course, it's running into resistance again. Not only the past tops here, but the 144 EMA as well at 122.50, 122.50, of course, as well as psychological quarter level. So anywhere between 121.50 and 122 and 122.50, I'm not sure. It depends on how much momentum this price has if it does break to the upside. But those could be levels where price bounces basically back down again. So if it does break above the 21 EMA high and these tops, a bullish breakout, I think, is likely, and then a bearish bounce, I would say. And this could turn into some bigger kind of wave 4 pattern. After the bounce, price might make another bounce, and eventually, I think there will be a continuation lower because the trend is certainly down. And if there is a choppy corrective wave 4, that would not change that trend. The larger trend would remain down. So eventually, a continuation lower is to take place, I think. If by any chance price does break through these fractals and does break through this support, then a bearish breakout might take place. But I think that it's going to be a wave B. Maybe not. We will not have an ABC zigzag anymore, but it could be still an ABC flat, for instance. So if it does move lower, I think that price didn't really bounce here at 120. It was close. I think it was 120.14 or something like that. So if it does, or 15 as you can see here. So if it breaks lower, I still think it could bounce again at 120 or close to it, 119.90 or something, or 119.75, but maybe not much more, and then still bounce at that spot for a bigger correction. So the bearish breakout, there might be some pips left, but I don't think that much within this downtrend, and there could be a bullish bounce. All right, so either there's a bullish bounce now, and then a break for a higher move up, or if there is a bearish break, then a small move before I think price might bounce at that 120 again. So if you like the SWAT candles that I'm using, and I show them sometimes here in these videos, then check out the elitecurrency.com wave analysis trading SWAT. It is more than waves. It's about patterns. It's about moving averages and fibs, fractals. So check that out and use the SWAT candles here to your benefit. Of course, you get lifetime access to that if you join SWAT this year for sure. It's going to remain the same. Eventually, we're going to change it because a lot of new updates are coming with SWAT. New strategies, new indicators, new SWAT book is coming, new SWAT course. So exciting times. So if you want to join the community and ahead of time, before all of those updates, take a look at this link and see you soon. All right. Otherwise, wish you good trading and see you over the weekend or on Monday. Cheers. Bye-bye.